I'm out here alone. If you see a bear behind me, let me know. Watch my back. I'm camped in the Alberta wilderness in Canada. I'm an hour and a half away from any town. I had to drive down a gravel road and I'm in the forest. I'm camped all alone with my dogs and we've got all sorts of wildlife here. There are grizzly bears, brown bears, black bears, moose, deer, coyotes, wolves. There's so many more animals, but I can't list them all. I'd be here forever. I'm just here to relax and enjoy nature and be on my own, away from everyone for a little while and take it all in. Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. I am solo camping in grizzly bear territory by myself, just me and the dogs. A couple of my things that I brought. I've got my bear spray. I've got it in my scat pack so I can wear this around when we go walk or whatever. And then I also have this canister. It's to hold your bear spray. I don't feel comfortable just leaving the bear spray in the van open overnight and stuff like that when it's hot. So I put it in this, and then that way if it explodes in here and we don't all have to get out of the van. I've got the dogs on their long leads because we are in bear territory and obviously leash your dogs. One of them pooped, so I've got to go pick that up and take it to the garbage can. Smalls is waiting to attack me. That's also another reason she has to be tied up, because she will attack a bear. And Sprocket would bark and then run away like a chicken. Got my Starlink set up. I've got no cell service here, but I do have the internet. I'm just off a forestry road in Alberta, so there's log trucks and like oil field trucks going by. I'm actually near a gas plant where my husband works, so he's not too far down the road if anything does happen. I don't have cell service here, but I do have the Starlink set up. I just don't want to attract a bear since my dogs are here. I'm just more concerned about them than myself. And I don't want a bear to be shot and killed because a fed bear is a dead bear. We've got a truck going by right now. I can actually see it through the trees over there, so I mean, if something happened, I could just flag someone down on the road too. I'm not worried about something happening, but just so you know, I am being very cautious. I've got my bear spray, dogs are tied up, food safe bins, like garbage bins here. There's pit toilets. I'll do a little tour around the campground here. Let's do a tour of the campground. I'm the only one here, so it's awesome. Pretty quiet here. I don't think anything rolls through here too often. That's our site. My site, I guess, that me and the dogs. There's the garbage bin. Hey, come around that post. Come back, Smalls. She's not the brightest. Come back. Smalls, no. Glad I got that on video. Smalls, come around the other way. There you go. Okay, there's wood. We've got little pit toilets. You can hear another truck go by. Normally I wouldn't want that, but just being here by myself, it's kind of a little comforting just knowing there's like people all the time. Come on, this way. There's another garbage bin. There's really not that many sites in here, but it's perfect and nobody's here. I think it's more like hunters and stuff use these camps, and nobody's hunting right now, so it's just us. Yeah, it's just forest around, super quiet. I can hear compressors from the gas plant down the road, but nothing loud enough that it's going to bother me at all. Ew, I hope you saw that bug. Thermos cells, like the one I got here, just set up that fell over. I guess they would attract bears, but it's either that or like really smelly bug spray that I know would attract bears or get eaten alive by mosquitoes. The thermosol works amazing. Are you ever just recording and your dogs knock the camera over? Thanks, guys. Just getting ready for bed. Well, it's 10 o'clock. I'll probably read a book. I unplug the Starlink just so it doesn't kill the battery. So I've got no internet, no cellular service. So I've got a diabetes book of Darcy's that I've been meaning to finish. But what better time to read that than when you've got nothing else to do? Lots of mosquitoes out, so the dogs are inside with me. Get ready for bed and read till we get tired. All right, boys and ghouls, we are ready for bed. It's still bright out, but I mean, it's after 10 o'clock, so we're all tired. We all been sleeping kind of poorly. Darcy being on night shifts. Just none of us are getting much sleep. So we figured we'd camp and leave him to do his stuff, and we'll just hang out on our own and not have to be quiet. There's some mosquitoes in here, so I know they're gonna wake me up. Trying to kill as many as I can before I fall asleep. So yeah, we'll do in the morning. Good night. Good night, Smalls. Good morning. We had a mosquito wake me up at 1:40 in the morning. So I spent 20 minutes trying to kill it, and then I couldn't fall asleep for about 4 hours. I have bad insomnia, so it's now 9 o'clock because I didn't fall back asleep till 5. I'm tired, feel pretty crappy. Let's get on with our day. I'm surprised the dogs are still sleeping. They're both crashed out. Neither of them woke me up. And they don't want to get up, which I don't really blame them. They love it outside, so we'll get them up and going. Hi, bud. Come. guys. Hi, good morning. I'm going to mix up some pre-workout. Ghost Legend. If you ask me, that's the best. But I mean, use whatever you find works for you. I don't like doing a full scoop because it really gets me. And this is the best flavor. Sonic Cherry Limeade. So good. Cheers. Catch you outside. We've got to connect the Starlink. I used to work out is Nike Fit or something like that. So I need my Wi-Fi. We have Starlink. So we don't actually have Starlink working. The inverter always disables itself. Like you don't click anything. I literally was sleeping and it just decided, let's not work anymore tonight. So it just keeps disabling itself. Oh yeah, also we're at 86% house battery from using nothing but the fridge. That's why I unplugged the Starlink. So let's unplug this again. I noticed I didn't have Wi-Fi. Turn this disconnect switch off. They say about a minute, but nobody got time for that. So now we're back on. You hear everything kicking in. Let's get some Starlink. Now let's hope we have Wi-Fi. Dogs are eating sticks. Hi, Sprocky. Good boy. If you don't know, this is Sprocket. I guess some of you might be new to the channel. And this is Smalls. Smallies. Hi. And then I'm Tess. Look like trash right now, but welcome to the channel. And now our inverter's enabled since we reset that disconnect. Get used to doing that if you have an Airstream range. I'm also gonna mix up BCAAs, blockchain amino acids. I use the whole Ghost lineup, just my personal preference. Not a sponsor, wish I was. But yeah, for taste and consistency and obviously performance, I just like them best. So I'm gonna mix those up and we're gonna do some workout outside. Catch me outside. I'm going to unplug the Starlink because it's really not working. It's just obstructed by all these trees. I might move it over into this clearing after and see if I can get anything there. For now, it's just draining my battery. It's not even worth it. I can't even open anything. So I'm just doing my own little workout. See it over here? I'm trying to get better. So I've got enough Starlink right now to see that there's a severe thunderstorm watch until midnight. Look. Thunder rain. So super sweet. And I'm gonna unplug the Starlink again, but it barely connected. I got the weather and that's about it. I'm gonna mix up a protein shake. I use almond milk or oat milk. I'm lactose intolerant, gluten intolerant. You'll see me eat dairy and gluten, but it doesn't agree with me. Welcome to my world. Using Ghost Cinnabon protein, it's the best. Vegan because we don't want whey, but the Ghost protein, I find the texture isn't as sandy as other vegan proteins. Their flavors are bomb. I wish they had as many flavors in the vegan as they do in the whey, but we take what we can get, and this one is delicioso. So yeah, I'm not a big breakfast person. I don't like eggs, bacon, stuff like that. It actually is really bad. I have bad skin and it just does not agree with me. So I just have a protein shake in the morning, and then at lunch I'm gonna make oatmeal out here, but normally I just have whatever, some fruits or veggies. And every time they hear a truck, they think it's their papa coming to get them. But papa isn't here. I forgot to turn on the heater. Okay, you hear that? How could I forget to do that? But I'm gonna wait for the water to warm up and then I'm gonna have a shower. I am going to take a shower and I'll catch you on the flip side. Much better. We had hot water. I feel amazing. Almost killed Smalls. We're gonna make some oatmeal. I've got organic oats, walnuts, shredded coconut. This is the sugary kind because Darcy bought the wrong one, but we just use a bit of it. Cinnamon, and then I'm gonna shred a carrot up once we got it cooking too. We've got our inverter or our power tower wired up now, so we can use it anytime. Because Airstream did it weird and didn't let people use it when you're not on shore power or have the generator running. That's sweet to have that fixed. I'm gonna make double serving so I don't have to do this again tomorrow. So we'll do 1 cup oats and then add some water. Whatever amount of oats you add, just double the water. The tap always drips, so I keep a towel under it. Super annoying. It is what it is. And then I have to switch to cooking. It's a little rice cooker. I think it's like 3 or maybe 6 cups. It must be 6 because I just added 3 and it's not full. So then I just eyeball my cinnamon, add quite a bit of that, and my allspice. Love it. Add a little bit of that, not as much because it's quite strong. And mix it up. It's quite dark in here right now. There was like some thunder and lightning, but it's just cloudy, overcast. And I mean, it's quite dark in here anyways. But I took down some of the window coverings just to see if we could brighten it up. And we're gonna let this cook until there's no water left. Carrot, I'm gonna rinse it. Peeler. The dogs love shredded carrot, so they just perked up as soon as they heard this. Just taking the outside off. I'll give the dogs a little bit of this.
Gentle. He's a good. Yeah. Yummy. You smell. She's the cutest when she eats. Oh, I love it. Like what? Yummy.
Just shred my carrot in here. I don't really like walnuts that much, but they're good for you. And some shredded coconut. That's lots. There we go. If you've seen our previous videos, you knew that this power tower is not originally wired. You can only use it with shore power or running the generator. So the only way you could cook was to plug that in above the microwave. And it barely reaches, and you have to set it on the sink so you can't open the sink when you're cooking. So shout out to Grand Prairie Travelland. We left it there and in 1 day. They fixed it, like rewired it. All of our plugs work now off the inverter. So anytime we want power to anything, they just work. We had left it for 3 weeks at Airdrie Travelland, where we bought it. They fixed the paint chip, a couple drawers. There's like a light and stuff on order, but they didn't touch this. They didn't fix the generator recall. What else? There's a lot of stuff that they were supposed to do that didn't get done, and it was literally there 3 weeks. We are severely unimpressed with them. I'm sure we'll get into that in like the video where it's like, what's wrong with our Airstream? Because there's a plethora of issues. If you like oatmeal, I super recommend this. So easy. Mix whatever spices and nuts and whatever in there. And I like that it's carrots because you get a little bit of veggies. You can use steel cut oats. You can do overnight oats with this. And I'm going to turn it off here because it's just starting to cook to the bottom. And I mean, it's obviously done. There's that dog hair. And I'm going to save some for tomorrow so I don't have to cook again. Add a touch of oat milk. Correct. So I'm gonna eat this and then we're gonna go back outside and hang out before it rains. Go back over here. Come on. Just leave them. Smalls, come. We're just hanging out outside. Darcy popped in to visit before he goes to work. It's getting pretty cloudy. So I put the awning in. We've just been chilling your face. We've just been chilling outside, me and the dogs. And then Darcy came. We took some photos and some B-roll. And then he's going to ditch us once it starts pouring rain, probably. You can hear that it's starting to hail. Just little ones so far. Still raining pretty good. Darcy took off. I'm just gonna make tomato sandwich, I guess. All I've got is like bread and tomatoes. We haven't done a grocery run. Trying to do as much vegetables as I can, and that's all I've got is tomatoes and some carrots, but I don't feel like carrots either. Sprock's just watching the storm. Hey, buddy. It's rained so much. Look how much water there is. Oh my goodness. It just will not stop. At least it's not hailing anymore. Sprock's just chilling in the bed, watching the storm. Hey. Yeah, gross. I guess van life when it's raining. Yay, you're stuck inside. We're just literally watching the storm for entertainment. Like, even my dogs are like, hey, cool. It's pretty loud. I didn't download a movie. I turned the Starlink off because it's running the battery kind of lowish. I don't feel like running the generator. The Starlink wasn't getting good reception anyways, and with this rain, I'm sure it would be worse. So we're gonna read a book, I guess. Super duper exciting. It's almost 8:30. It's still wet and gross outside, so we're just hanging out. I'm reading my Kindle. Sprockets snoozing. Hey, bud. It's his bedtime, so he's tired anyways. Yeah, kind of a boring day, I guess, to film, but it says what it's like sometimes. And at least we're all warm and cozy. There's a brown bear right there. Going by, just a little guy. Doesn't want anything to do with us. I knew he was around because that squirrel. We'll watch and see if he comes closer. I didn't see him come back. He looked over and went the other way. He decided he didn't want to mess with me. But yeah, first bear sighting. Thanks, Mr. Squirrel, for letting me know he's around. Because I've got no Starlink and no cell service, Darcy bought me a radio that they use at the gas plant.
because he knew there's a bear around. He's like, in case something happens or you're like stranded, because there was a big storm rolled through earlier and he did have to leave to go to work, so I just kind of hung out here. But there's a lot of trees and stuff that could fall and block me in or something, you know, just in case. So now I'm not completely cut off from the world.
It's first thing in the morning. Well, it's actually 7, but the dogs are still tired. Sparky wanted up here this morning. It's cold. I had to turn on the heater. You can kind of hear it ticking. It's kind of dreary outside. The dogs haven't gone out yet to pee, so we'll see what it's like in a bit. Probably gonna be an inside. Probably gonna be an inside bad day, right, Smalls? Rock. Hey, buddy. Good morning.
Hi. Today I'm working out inside because everything's a little wet outside. The dogs are muddy and walking around, so we'll just do it in here. It's not a lot of room, but we make do. Whew, I'm gonna finish up and we'll talk to you in a bit. I'm working out. Smalls, of course, trying to go everywhere. She's probably gonna spill her water bowl. Spark's a good one, just chilling. And there almost goes the water bowl. Smalls just decided she would jump through the screen door and go outside after a squirrel. So I went and got her. She's in trouble, she knows. Now I can't have the screen closed in case a bear wanders through. And some little jerk decides she's got to go after him. Anytime Smalls gets in trouble, Sprocket decides he's got to grumble because he thinks he's in trouble. Even though he did nothing and you try to make it clear that you're a good boy, he's still very upset. You got something to say? Oh, you okay? It's okay. See, he's mad. Doesn't like when anyone gets in trouble, does he? It's okay. Anyways, done working out. Instead of showering, I'm doing a dude wipe shower. I'm sure they make a product for women, like women wipes or something stupid, but it probably costs 3 times as much. Sprocket licked the lens. If you do see something on there, I can see it now. Dude shower on the go. It's like a wet wipe, but thick. So yeah, I'm gonna take one of those showers just because I don't want to use all my water and power. And yeah, I'll catch you on the flippity. I was like, well, I'm inside. I should run the generator for a bit. We still haven't got the recall fixed, so it could potentially light on fire. But I mean, everything in this death trap Airstream could. But we're currently at 42%. I have a generator error. So not only did neither Airstream dealer fix it, they made it worse. So I can't even use it. I am in a mood today. I don't know. Just little things with the van. Well, some big things, like you expect to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars for a vehicle, brand new vehicle, and you expect shit to work. Or it sits there for 3 weeks getting fixed. You expect shit to work. Like, it's like a month now. Our van's been in, probably more than a month, like if you put all the time together, that it's been in service shops, and we still can't use the fucking generator. Pardon my language, but I'm a little fed up with this. Yeah, if Darcy can't get the generators to work when he pops by before work, I'm gonna have to take the van back to his work camp, plug it in, charge it up, which I don't know how long that takes. It's a couple hours at least, probably more than that. We're 2 hours into the bush, and I don't want to drive it there and then back out again because the road's pretty shitty. And with all that rain last night, I'm sure it's even worse. So yeah, I'm just in a funk. I just killed the biggest spruce beetle I've ever seen in my entire life. And that's saying something because I grew up in northern Saskatchewan. Who cares about bears? I am now more worried about spruce bugs. Sprocket's hot, so he's going under the van. But Smalls is just driving me bananas. She just never quits, you know, like never just lays down for more than 3 seconds. Unless you're driving, then she's perfect and she'll just lay down the entire drive and not make a peep. This is the look of pure bliss. Smells. Are you happy? When your brain's the size of a peanut. Doesn't take much, does it, baby girl? Hi. Hi, Squints. I should have come and sat outside earlier. I was just doing stuff in the van. But it is gorgeous out. The dogs like it. Except for the bugs. There's quite a few bugs right now. But turned on the thermostat. We'll see if they go away. So a truck just drove through and Sprocket thinks it's his daddy, but it's not. So now he's all riled up. No, buddy. Shh, shh, shh. No more. The generator's not working, so we packed everything up and we're headed to Darcy's camp to charge it. So, got an update on the generator not working. Now our inverter doesn't work. The charging isn't seeming to work. It charges when we're plugged in, but otherwise it's not. The guy that wired all of the plugs so that we can use them all the time off the inverter to every single plug said bring it in. So I'm going to drop off my van and pick it up on Monday. Today's Friday. And this road is glorious if you can't hear that. We're just having a fantastic time here. We have the worst luck. It's just, and I've got to drive fast because Darcy has to work